This is Alex Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. This is Alex Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. It is Food Friday. Wild card. Obviously, that's what's going on here. And we got the legendary Bumpy, and now we're going to drink beer and food. So let's get this going and let it rock. Hold on. Bam. Bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Just cleaning off my palate with a little PBR.
PBR is good, actually, if you don't like the craft beer.
Well, I didn't even grab a glass yet. Let me grab a glass. Let's first off, I'll show the beer that I'm going to bring. So this is from Hoof-Hearted Brewing, and this one is a double IPA. Comes in at 8.6% because they do it right over there at Hoof-Hearted. This beer is brewed with Citra and Cryopop Lupulin powder. Beer is called I Must Look Like a Dork. It's an elf that has his head cut off and
oh my god,
popped out and blood all over the place. There's crawfish and other things. Okay, let's go ahead and give this one a pour. It was canned. It is 1 month old, pretty much exactly as I open this. It's definitely non-oxidized. That's good.
Which is what you want.
I've never had an oxidized beer from Hoof-Hearted. I can definitely say that. So it's got a yellow coloration to it. It's like a yellow golden color. The head on it is kind of sudsy white. It is a hazy. Opaque, cannot see through that. What I am bringing tonight for my food, now I'm hoping it's not too spicy. The Paps can rinse down some of the spice, but I got some homemade chili. And this chili, I won't go through all the ingredients and everything. And then these chips are these are plant-based chips.
Plant-based chips.
Plant-based tortilla chips are pretty stiff, and yeah, they kind of taste like tortilla. They got like sweet potato and stuff like that, and so you kind of get a little touch of the sweet potato. But when you cover them with things, you don't really notice. And they're sturdy, so you can put things on them and eat them. Yeah, I got jalapeno. I cut up, diced up some jalapeno and also some habanero peppers in this chili. So, I mean, there's onions and bell pepper and all that in there too. But there you go.
All right.
That's what she looks like. Whoop. As I say, it's a sturdy chip and it breaks.
Huh.
You're making me a liar, Chip.
You lied to me. Hold on, let me get my
There you go.
Let me get the Facebook thing here. I forgot about that.
Paco told me in Spanish it's salute.
Facebook.
My nostrils burning.
Oh, yeah?
Come on. Sorry about that, Bobby. I'm trying to.
Nice bird.
Real quick. Let's just try and do something real quick.
Not the one chip bird.
No.
No.
Going, and here
This
we
is
go.
when the co-host takes over the stream. Yeah.
All right, Eric. Well, I know. I was just trying to get the Facebook. I was trying to get the Facebook going. That's all. All right. Bam.
It's going.
Can we turn Eric up a bit? He's low.
Yeah, I can't hear. I didn't turn him up. I didn't turn him down. I didn't touch him at all.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear you, but you're low. Can you put yourself up? I didn't touch it.
Can I put my? What am I doing? What am I doing?
You have to turn yourself up. You're violent.
No, he knows.
Violent. You're violent. So I can hear you.
Turn my violence up. What am I doing? I have no room to do any of this on my. Let me try to do this. Yes, hello everybody. Let me try to do this thing. I'm leaving myself no room to do this crap. Audio.
So
Automatically.
you have it set up for like headphones.
How's that? Hello.
Oh, there you go. Good.
All right, I automatically adjust volume. All right, I'm not playing with the screen anymore. All right, beer of choice will be the Miller High Life. It's real complex beer to go with, and I did put it in a bowl, and I put it with a fried egg and green onion scallion and everything bagel seasoning. A Maruchan hot and spicy chicken flavor.
Nice.
So yeah, here it is. I put it in the bowl. I did a fried egg on the top of that bad boy with the everything bagel seasoning
Oh god, it looks delicious.
and the green onion there. So we'll see how that goes. I think if you have a Qingdao or a Sapporo Ichiban or Kirin or something like that, or even like a Tiger Lager, you'll be pretty good. But the standard American adjunct will go good with that. The other thing I could have done, and I just didn't want to super overpower with a beer, is you could use a IPA that will help to subside some of the spicy flavor in your foods. So I'm just going to do the Miller High Life and the ramen and egg. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Curly noodle soup, as Alex would say.
You know what? We might have to do it on a Food Friday. Ramen and egg. Thank you, Mr. Eric.
And another offshoot of the curly noodle soup.
Give me ideas. You're awesome. Keep it up. You're the man. Today we got cheesy bread from
Whoa.
got cheesy bread and a pepperoni pizza on the bottom there. And it has seasoning. I'll really show you when I'm actually going to eat it. It has seasoning, has cheese, maybe a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it, I think. It's from the sub shop and good stuff. Now, got some Stella.
Hey, there you go.
Let's pour this up.
Shall we? Oh, I didn't mention while you're pouring that beer, this one container of hot and spicy chicken flavor Maruchan instant lunch has 1,260 milligrams of sodium, 55% of your daily sodium. Holy!
That's not good. But that's what I'm drinking. And now it's time to get back to Legendary Bumpy to watching.
All right. I've been eating some of that chili already, but we're going to try to get into the beer here first.
Well, you're hungry, Legendary Bumpy. That's understandable.
I made it for dinner tonight, so I had some earlier when it was not only spicy, but also hot. Now it's cold and spicy. Anyways, some aromas on this beer. Definitely has some citrus notes. There's a little bit of like a candy aroma as well. This all from afar. Yeah, I'd say it's almost like an orange creamsicle smell. Maybe a little bit of like mango. Some of the dehydrated fruit, like pineapple, that's then sprinkled with sugar. So it definitely has kind of a sweeter edge on the aromas. Cheers.
Please be delicious. Cheers.
Prost.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like orange creamsicle like flavors to it. So there's almost like a slight like almost vanilla type flavor with the orange. There's a peach flavor in there as well. Little hints of like pineapple. Hints of mango. It's pretty sweet, this one, right up front. The malt I mean, it's kind of like a malt sweetness, maybe a little bit of like a wheat, a little bit of kind of a sweet white bread because it's just sweet. So I'm adding that in there with it. The body on it seems to be like let's say like a lighter side medium. Carbonation is kind of in the same realm, lighter side medium carbonation. It is fairly soft on the palate. It does dry off your palate as well. Bitterness, I would say, is the low side of moderate. It does have a lingering bitterness. Kind of, it's like a little bit lychee, a little bit grassy, I'd say, for the finish on it. That's what the bitterness kind of goes with. And that belch I just had brings up some fruity notes along with it. Same fruity notes that I was getting from the start of the beer. So for a double IPA at 8.6%, I mean, there's no alcohol detectable. This one drinks probably more like maybe a 7.5%. So, yeah, let's move on to the chili.
Delicious.
So I got this thing with the chili, and I got one of the tortilla chips right there. I was just kind of pouring it on the tortilla, but we're just going to do it this way with a spoon and all. Okay. So there's a few beans in here, and there's lots of hamburger.
I'm surprised you didn't put cheese on it, because sometimes you put cheese on the chili, and it's delicious. Delicious.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting the burger meat, the beans, flavor notes out of it. Slight bit of the cayenne. Some cayenne pepper powder. A little bit of the cumin type flavors. And then the heat starts to build, start to get the heat from the jalapeno and the habaneros. That starts to slowly build. Start to form a little bit of sweat. Kind of feel it coming out of the pores and the top of my head and around my ears. If I keep on eating it, then I will start to have it coming out of my eyeballs. And then my nose will start to run.
Love it.
Sounds good.
Of course, because you obviously your wife made it pretty darn spicy, or unless you did it. I don't know if you
I made it.
Okay. Well, it's one is either way.
Yeah, I would say it's not the most flavorful chili that I've made, but it's got a good amount of heat to it without being overly powerful. I was telling Eric on and off here the time I put instead of using chili powder, I used red pepper flakes.
Oh yeah.
I used the amount of chili powder, but I used it as red pepper flake, so it was way too much, and it was super hot. It was pretty much just about unedible because it just burnt in your mouth and burnt everything else. That was way too hot. This has some decent heat to it, but you can still tolerate it. It doesn't feel like you're going to be punished after eating it, but it definitely brings the sweat. So if you're looking at clearing out some pores, it will work. And as far as it working with the beer, let's
Whoa.
I can taste the habanero on that. A little bite of habanero. Okay.
Zabio.
Yeah, it works pretty well together. The flavors aren't as robust in the beer. Still get a lot of the spice from the chili. But you still get kind of that orange creamsicle peachy flavor, which peach in like salsa and stuff works. So, or orange mandarin salsa, citrus and salsa tends to go together. And this is not salsa, but it's spicy, so it's working well.
Hey, Miss Piggy, what's up, my friend?
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Let's move on.
All right, let's get the legendary Eric up, and then it's me, and then we'll go from there.
Hello. Thank you for stopping by the Alex the Beer Master channel of YouTube. As Alex would say, curly noodle soup.
Hell yeah.
Marushan. And I hacked it slightly. Normally, I do a much larger hack, but I find that with the cup of noodle that I put into my bowl here, but I find that the cup of noodle doesn't work as well with my hack. But maybe another time I can show you a real good hack that's going around the internet that I keep going back to. But here's what I've done. I've made the hot and spicy chicken flavor Maruchan instant lunch. It's a cup of noodles, basically, with 1,260 milligrams of your sodium for the day. And I put it in my nice ramen noodle bowl that comes with my nice chop. Thank you, brother and his wife, for the gift a couple 2 years ago, maybe for Christmas. And I put a fried egg on top of that.
Oh, we're gonna have that definitely.
And I put everything bagel seasoning on top of that because it's got the sesame and it's got even some more nice seasonings. And I cut up green onion scallions. Yeah. So, yum on. So they say on the back of this packaging here that the spice is chili and habanero, and there's some celery seed, and they're using corn, carrot, onion, garlic, chive. So I added even more of a chive. All right, good. Let's do a little bit of the noodle soup portion of this.
That's so cool, that bowl.
Yeah, I don't usually like the cup of noodle texture as much as if you just get the dehydrated block and then you put it on the stovetop and do it that way. But let's do the noodles.
I heat the noodles in the microwave. It tastes the same.
Yeah, cheers.
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 Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Do a little bit of some fried egg with it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the way to do that. There is a distinctive chicken bouillon, chicken broth, chicken noodle soup broth flavor to soup. Then after a little bit of time, not much time, but after a little bit of time, you do get some hot spice going down the throat piece. So with just a generic kind of a standard adjunct lager like a Miller High Life.
That's a good beer.
Cheers.
It's a good beer.
Whoa. At this point, I was looking for just clean refreshment, something that was going to cleanse the palate with some good carbonation, help to move along the spice and the other ingredients here going on in the ramen noodle soup. And just kind of be cleansing, basically. Again, I could have chosen I like slurping the noodles too. Could have chosen an IPA that would kind of combat some of the spice really nicely, but I didn't want a super big bodied beer, heavy textured beer to kind of weigh me down. But anyways, I think that this pairing is going over just well, kind of a generic soup and generic beer, and yeah, there you go. The back right there.
And have some egg in the soup. That's good.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can get egg in the soup, I think, in a Chinese restaurant, if I remember correctly. Or
yeah,
something.
one of the things I like to do either, this is the easiest way just to fry it right. Typically, I like to do either a hard-boiled egg or a poached egg.
Nice. It's
really good. And my typical hack is if you get a packet of the ramen noodle,
Mhm.
boil that thing and cook it up for like the 3 minutes or whatever, right? On the side, I take this bowl, I put maybe a tablespoon or two of mayonnaise, put it right in that bowl. Take the seasoning packet, put it right in that bowl. Take 1 egg, crack it in there. Maybe some spices or like a hot sauce or some pepper flakes.
Mhm.
Mix that together. When the ramen is done cooking on the stovetop, put the water and the ramen right in there, mix it up together, and you get they call it a tonkatsu, which is a creamy version of a ramen. You get a creamy version with the egg and the mayonnaise.
Creamy version. Wow.
Tonkatsu. It's
I
real
didn't
good.
know that.
Taste. You can add again. I like to add that egg on the top of it. You can add any meats or proteins, especially if you had some barbecue the day before, or some leftover steak or pork, and have at it. So this is a really generic, but I don't know, pretty tasty pairing. So I can't complain. The bachelor pairing. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Yeah, that looks delicious. We might have to do that too on a Friday too. Creamy ramen.
Creamy ramen and egg.
Yeah, sounds delicious.
The ramen curly noodle soup.
So what do we got here is
That was good.
basically a
Failure to communicate.
cheesy bread and seasonings and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. And I got pepperoni pizza. Got 2 pieces of bread. It's the same thing. We don't need to show it. And obviously I got some Stella.
Stella.
So let's dig on into the pizza or the bread. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that garlicky?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Garlicky, nice and crispy. Not it's cheesy, but it's not like pooling cheese. It's just nice and melted on there. That is so good. It goes down nice. It's very flavorful. It's just a garlic stick, cheesy bread garlic stick. But if you don't like garlic, this would not be good for you. But if you love garlic, this would definitely be good for you.
Vampires steer clear.
So let's fish the beer with it. Wow, that makes it a little bit more garlicky when you drink the beer and you're eating the thing. It kind of makes it a little bit more garlicky.
The
That's
seasoning
great.
comes out more.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. That's good. That does well with the beer. If you don't want a garlic beer, if you want to make your own garlic beer, just eat with this and drink the beer, and you'll have your own garlic beer. But yeah, I'm very pleased with this. Now we got the pepperoni pizza. Without making a mess, that would be nice. That's what that looks like. I don't want to put it over the computer because it's greasy. But yeah, that's with pepperoni cheese.
That's some thick pizza. That's like Chicago slice.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got it from the same place that. Oh no, where did we order from? Bumpy, I don't remember now.
I don't know either. You're the one that was like, "Oh, we got to get pizza from this place."
Oh, it's from
The Sicilian.
Mancini's, I think it was.
All right.
I think it was. I don't remember, but I think it was. Or it might have been a sub shop. I think it's a sub shop. I think it was a
Thank you, Tommy.
I think it was a sub shop. And that's where we got it from. We got it from the sub shop yesterday. The same place that Bumpy ordered the pizza.
I don't know. No, I think the maraschino one, wherever you said, sounds familiar.
Oh, Marcinis. Yeah, I think we did
Yeah.
Marcinis. Yeah.
Marushan? What?
No, Marcinis. But
Marushini?
yeah, Marcinis. Yep. I will tell you this. I think me and Bumpy, if we get together again, we're definitely gonna get that pizza again. But you'll probably put other stuff on it, wouldn't you? Because that's what you've done,
Oh, yeah.
lately, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'd do the anchovies again from that place. That was good.
Up to
Yeah,
and including red pepper flake.
That was stuff was good. I'm looking forward to doing that again with you, Bumpy. 'Cause
I
that
gotta
was
try
cool.
that.
So yeah, it's very good. The bread, nice and soft, nice and pepperoni. It's not too salty. It's not too, any of that. It's just good stuff. Is it stuff you want to eat every day? No, it's not good for your health. But let's see what it tastes like with the beer.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, tastes like a olive flavor or something like that. But that's because probably there's on the pizza.
Olive loaf. Mm.
I don't know. But it's good with it. Stella is good with stuff. Oh, yeah. A little salty, too. But not too bad. This is my dinner anyway.
Yes, sir. Dinner.
Yeah.
It'd be my dinner.
This is going pretty well. I like it. It goes with the bread and the pizza. Again, I guess because there's like yeast in this beer and it just does well with the breading. And it has a little sweetness to it too. That's really good. I'm very pleased. Pizza, the cheesy bread, it's good. Is it the best? No. But is it delicious? Hell yeah. Let's get back to Legendary Bumpy, shall we?
They give it 2 thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So let's start with the beer. Drinking on this beer, there's certain things that I do like about it, certain things I don't like about it.
It's up there, Helen.
Now, sometimes bitterness on a New England style type IPA can become too much.
Yeah.
This one, to me, is just not enough. I think it needs just a bit more bitterness. I think it does have a bit much of a sweetness. I'm looking at the can again, and I'm wondering if those are. It doesn't mention that in sweet cap mushrooms or whatever sugar cap mushrooms, but there's mushrooms on that can too.
Mushroom beer. Never heard of it.
Cryopop lupulin powder. I don't know what cryopop is, but yeah, it's I also wish that it kind of drank like its size. It drinks smaller than its size. This is one of those ones I just wish it had a fuller body feel to it. I'm at a 42 out of 50 for the beer. It's very good. It's right around there with kind of the average very good beers. It just needs some differences for me to give it a higher score. But the beer is what the beer is. So for the chili, I would say not my best chili that I've ever made. Definitely needs some tweaks. I think I'll go back to other chilies that I've made where I enjoyed more there was just more flavor to it, a little bit more sweetness as well, which brought more flavor, I think, to the chili. And then maybe add the habanero, because I haven't added habanero to chili before. This is the first time, and it worked. It worked pretty well.
Nice.
Four habanero peppers in a pot of chili worked. So, and 1 large jalapeno. Yeah, I like the heat that it brought. It wasn't too overpowering. You could still sometimes taste the habanero if you get a little bite of the habanero. That's seeds and all too. So.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah, and then sautéed. The onions and the peppers are all sautéed as well. So, That brings out even a little bit more capsaicin out of the seeds. Yeah. So I'm gonna give this chili. I'll give it a 40. I'll give it a 44.5. It's got the heat that I like. It's got the heat level, but it just needs more flavors,
More body, maybe too.
more body too. Yeah, it was a bit more on the oily side, like kind of Texasy chili.
Oh,
Probably all the hamburger grease, because that wasn't strained out either.
oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty nice.
So, and as far as the pairing, yeah, they went well together. Actually, quite well.
Nice. All right. That's legendary.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Alex.
You are.
Oh, wait, I do have to mention, Tommy Carroll asked about my hot sauces. Yes, I do have quite a few hot sauces. Got rid of some of them, emptied out a few. Mostly when I use a hot sauce, it's going to be on eggs.
Yum.
Or if we get like potato logs, they're good on potato logs. Yeah. Or chicken. If you do like a deep fried chicken, some hot sauce on the chicken's good too.
I did that in Memphis. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Definitely use the hot sauces still. It just depends. Oh, I made a spaghetti sauce a couple weeks ago, and I put one of my hot sauces in it. Just brought a little heat to the spaghetti sauce. It was nice.
Now, were you the only one that ate the hot sauce, or everybody else did too?
Yeah, everybody that ate, and they all liked it. It was a homemade spaghetti sauce.
Nice.
Basically, all I did was I just started opening up cans of, like, I had tomato sauce and diced tomatoes and whole tomatoes, and I was just like, I'm going to put a little bit of sugar. I'm going to put some pinch of salt, some oregano, some Italian spice. So I just started kind of throwing things in. I'm just kind of like, what am I gonna? It came out really good, and then about a tablespoon of hot sauce.
Yes,
Well, next time I come over, Bumpy, one day.
Yeah, I couldn't replicate it because it wasn't measured. It was just kind of. Was that chef?
When I'm saying it, Bumpy, if I ever come over again, would you make that?
Sure, I'll make spaghetti.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Make a spaghetti.
Maybe we could try smoke the spaghetti. Maybe I don't know. Would that
maybe what he should do is
smoking the spaghetti.
do a bowling
smoking. I don't know, like smoke it, like smoking on your smoker. I wonder if it'd work. I don't know.
Like the beef or the pork, if you're gonna make it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe the meats, like if you use like a smoked meat already, but
sauce,
I don't know about actually smoking, because spaghetti's kind of
just smoke the meat and making the meat.
It's kind of what, Bumpy? I couldn't hear what.
I just think it would have a different. It kind of goes off in a different like flavor profile than you'd want smoke really added, but smoked meat in it might work.
Okay.
Because that would lessen the smoky. You get like little bits of smoke, but it wouldn't be like overly smoky.
Bolognese.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
that's a good idea though. Right.
Yeah, you could make a. I got brisket. You could make a brisket spaghetti instead of using hamburger.
Even like a smoked brisket in your meat sauce.
That would be perfect. A brisket spaghetti. That's good. That would be good.
French spaghetti day. That's on Wednesdays, right? WildCard Wednesday. Cheers.
Good.
All right, we got down to the point. All right. Well, we'll get
to the point.
There goes one of the chopsticks. All right, I'll pick that up later. That'll have a bunch of lint on it. Ugh. Marushan hot and spicy chicken flavor with a bachelor's delight. This is a bachelor's delight pairing here with Miller High Life. We're at the point where you basically have some broth and soup left over, and you can get your. The only thing I don't have as a ramen noodle junkie fan is one of those big old spoons that they use at the good ramen shops. I just have sort of a big spoon, but it's kind of hard to do stuff. So This is where with the spicy hot and chicken flavor, where in that broth is where all of that flavor of the spice kind of lies. So we'll do a little sip of some broth with the green onions. I'm really liking that crunchy, that crispy green onion flavor with the broth, and we'll do it with some Miller High Life, and we'll formulate a rating here. A little bit of broth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm. And the broth is instantly more hot than in spice than just the noodle soaking up the broth. And the best thing about your adjunct lager like the Miller High Life is it's trying as best as it can with this pairing, although it's still lingering around a little bit in the back of the throat, the spice, but it's got enough carbonation and lift to kind of move along the flavors and to try as best as it can to reset you for the next bite. So I think if you get the blocks, the individual packets of the noodle, of the ramen, and you cook on your stovetop, I think the texture, even of those Maruchans, is better than the instant lunch, the cup of noodle. I don't like the texture as much. It's not quite as of a chewy texture. It's a little softer, but that's okay. The flavor is really good. If you like chicken noodle soup broth with a aggressive chili and a light habanero spice, this will be really, really good for you. I recommend all the time, every time, to do ramen noodle hacks. Add leftover grilled or leftover meats that you have. Add green onions all the time. Add an egg or a fried egg or hard boil it. I like poached eggs are really, really good. You just you boil them for 4 or 5 minutes and then you boil noodles and there you go. So I will give the beer. I haven't rated the beer recently, but it's at least an 85. There's nothing wrong with Miller High Life. And this ramen noodle, again, I like the packets better than the cup here, but the spice is real nice and it's kind of aggressive. So be aware of that. I'll give that a not my favorite. I might as well I'm going to go straight B line over here, B plus B line, and go 85 for the whole thing. Everything is at 85. The whole experience, the beer, the noodles, 85. Cheers. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
Well, I think it was really good. The beer, I like again, it's what the legendary Bumpy has just said. It was kind of like a Chicago pizza, although what we had 2 or 3 years ago was like a Chicago pizza look, not what we had on it. Yeah. So, yeah, we went nuts, me and Bumpy, man. And I'll tell you,
sure.
if you go back to that live stream, you open up the box, you see him open up the box, and Bumpy says, "Man, this thing's greasy." I think you said that in the video.
It was greasy. It was a greasy pizza, but yeah, it was Sicilian. It was nice. You don't get too many Sicilian things around here in New Hampshire, so.
Yeah, well, if I have you over here again,
my stepfather was Sicilian.
They're all Yankees fans all over the place.
Oh,
He passed, but yeah, he made some good food.
Nice.
I'll have to figure out how he did one of his things that he cooked.
Well, if you make it, I'll try it one day. But because everything gets tried when it comes to Land Shark, Alex, the Beer Master. Is it going to be 100? I don't know, but I do know that your wife's cooking was pretty darn delicious. So that is for sure. I proved that because I was a Land Shark. I already had by the time Bumpy got back around, I already had a second plate.
You can't say no. No.
No, it's true though. The Bumpy knows. He came around like, "Where's all the fruit?" Oh, Alex ate a lot of it. Oh, I'm an idiot. You live and learn.
At least I got to taste an egg.
Yeah, I'll just make sure next time I just don't eat that much again. So this way I feel after you eat your second helping, then I'll eat a second one. Then I won't feel so guilty. Yeah, this stuff is good. I'm gonna give it an 85. It's good. It's average. It's good. It's delicious. Again, I can't give everything 100. I can't give everything a 90. I can't do that. The stuff's good. It's a restaurant. It's a pizza that you get, and that's that. And you enjoy it. It's tasty, and that's that. It's not the best pizza, but it's delicious. I still loved it. But yeah, so that's that. Let's get back to the legendary Bumpy. Oh, and together, I'll give it an 87 because the pizza itself was an 85. I forgot to say that when it comes to together part, I meant. But so the pizza and the beer, it was very delicious. The beer, I'll give it a 90 because I like the beer anyway. The pizza, like I said, I'll give it an 85, and the pizza, cheesy bread, give it an 85, and then but altogether, I'll give it an 87 because I like the flavor that it gave when I drank the beer. So yeah, it's very good. Let's get back to legendary Bumpy. I had to think for a minute. I knew I didn't put it all together yet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, all I really have to say, cheers to Diane.
Hello, Diane.
It's the same person, legendary Bumpy.
What's that?
It's legendary Miss Piggy,
Oh, okay.
which is cool. You know,
She looks
I didn't know
different. She
until
looks
last night.
different in her Facebook picture.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her until last night.
Oh.
The more you know.
So, cheers to Miss Piggy too. Same person. So, yeah, on my channel, live show, Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. 3-part show. Review the beer, general chit chat, score the beer, and then at the end, hopefully, we'll have a question that's thrown out by somebody for the panel to answer. Anybody in the chat, if you're watching, you can throw out a question as well. As Tommy Carroll well knows, he's had plenty of questions that he's going to ask the panel to answer. Other than that, my 50-point inspection videos, my pre-recorded videos, I'm kind of slowing down a bit on doing that stuff. I was so backed up before I started doing 3 videos a week that I was putting out, and at this point I have no beers even reviewed. So I'm not sure exactly when those will be coming out. I did have them coming out on Sundays, Wednesday, and Friday. So, I mean, I may end up just doing around Wednesday or Friday or just whenever the heck they end up popping up. Just because, yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it. And, yeah.
Well, you've been up in your ass navigators, Bumpy. You know?
Yeah.
You got
Times are different.
you got the family to take care of. You got your stepson. You got all the peeps there to take care of. That's how it goes, man. That's how life goes. And then obviously YouTube is just your your outlook to enjoy what you like. That's all. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, just let's shout out. Well, someone who I haven't given any real shout outs to recently, but you guys all know Josh over at Last Beer, so just check him out. He does his beer bowl discussions. He was doing it on Sundays, but now I believe he's taken over the Saturday spot. So typically around 8 o'clock or so, you'll see a Last Beer live pop up for the beer bowl discussions. And eventually it does end up being like an everybody join in panel. So yeah, cheers to Josh, Last Beer. Thanks. That's all.
All right. Well, we got the legendary Eric.
All right. So again, we finished up the ramen noodle. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna talk about this channel really quickly. Thomas Metal 75, Massachusetts Beer Reviews, I like to call that. any beers and whiskeys and spirits are pretty free game for reviews on my channel. Everything's live off the cusp. When you hear me review it, it's my actual opinion at the time that I'm reviewing it. Everything is purely opinion based when it comes to the reviews on YouTube. Just remember that. And we do the WildCard Wednesday again. That's every Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern, Boston, New York time. Just bring a beer, wine, spirit, really an adult beverage. Just don't be a douche, and we'll be good. And the people a couple of folks, I guess you should watch on YouTube is Beer Barbecue Baseball. I keep saying he's from Ohio. He's from Missouri, so go check him out. Real good, knowledgeable person about the beer reviewing. You want to talk about baseball? Obviously barbecue. Go look him up. And another person I haven't really shouted out much at all until earlier today on a Fandango Friday with Jay Terrio is the name Drew, the letter P, whiskey, Drew P whiskey with a E, whiskey. Drew P whiskey. If you like primarily, I think he does a little bit of scotch, but if you primarily are interested in bourbons and rye whiskeys, that's yet another YouTuber in the myriad of other reviewers that are talking about whiskey. But go check him out. Drew P whiskey and Beer Barbecue Baseball. Cheers. Thank you for hosting the show, Alex.
Yes, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right.
You're welcome, Legendary Eric.
Discreet.
Well, okay, Food Friday. Well, I mean, we're gonna still do Food Fridays, but I might do a new series for a little bit. It's gonna be every Friday still. Don't worry about it. And don't worry, I'll still have my Food Friday when I still do my. If I find new things, or if I think, oh, I'm in the mood for Food Friday, it's not ending completely because I can't get enough of my Food Friday, and I have to have my Food Friday music and stuff like I have every time I go live because I love that. I'll never end Food Friday all together. No, love that too much.
Yeah.
But I will do a new series. I think I'm going to do a new series.
Oh.
It's going to be come and drink a beer. Let me think here. Drink a beer with Alex Fridays.
Have a beer with Alex, or have a drink with Alex.
Yes, have a drink with Alex Fridays. Don't worry, Food Friday will still be around. I'm just winding it down a little bit until I find other new things for Food Friday. Don't worry, I love my Food Friday. It's not going to go away because I told you, I love going live and hitting that button and making it. This is Food Friday. I love all that. I cannot get rid of my Food Friday. That's very dear to my heart. I'm the one that invented it. Well, John helped me out in a sense. He doesn't remember, but he's the one that said it. But I think I did he said something, Food Friday with Alex, and I just run with it. So that series will still go on, but as of right now, I'm going to do a new series. What Legendary Bumpy just said, come have a drink with Alex. Come have a drink with Alex Fridays. We're going to do that around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And obviously, I'll still do Alex and Friends every Thursday night around 10 o'clock, 10:30. And then occasionally peppering some episodes of Alex and Friends during the week if the Legendary Tanner questions it, or Legendary Eric, or if I just feel like doing it during the week before Thursday, that's what will happen. Now, I'm going to shut up about that because I can keep talking and talking and talking. That's just me. So that's what's going on. So that's the new series. Come and have a drink. Come and have a drink with Alex Fridays.
Cool.
So that's going to be the new series. But I hate to repeat it, Food Friday is not going away. All right. But it's true because I love my Food Friday. All right. Other shout outs. Check out Legendary Victopolis. Check out, actually, let me think here. Let me go on my phone real quick because I found some new YouTubers that I like, as we all been doing for the past couple months. We've been.
I haven't found any YouTubers I like. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, legendary Bumpy. We got. Let me see here. We got. What's his name? Ben, the Beer Lad. Let me show you. I got other YouTubers to show. This is
And the Beer Lad. Nice.
Yeah, check him out. Everybody, check him out.
I haven't heard of him. Cool.
That's okay. Well, I've been thinking about doing this with.
That's cool though. I haven't heard of him. Yeah, man.
Check out OSB.
Let's check him out.
What's it called?
Show.
Vegas Adventures. Check him out.
SB Vegas Ventures. All right.
Love this channel.
Cool. All right. Well,
That's how I started my obsession with Kenny Veach, with another person that disappeared years ago. Another fellow YouTuber.
What, he disappeared?
Yeah.
That guy that you just showed?
He disappeared in the wilderness in the Nevada desert. That's why this guy here is looking for him. And other YouTubers are looking for him too. Let's see what other people I got here. Check out, this is not a new person, but check out Scott and Wanda's World. I love their channel. Cool individuals. Check them out. It's not that hard to see because that is a Disney thing, as we all apparently they love Disney. As a matter of fact,
nice.
Let me hit that. That's what it looks like. Disney. So there you go.
Yeah, they're out of Australia.
Yeah, or no, UK. They're UK, just like Legendary Kevin. And let's see who else we got here.
Hey, what's going on?
That sounds like
how come I can't join this on my fucking?
Check out Michigan Man Eats.
Michigan Man. Wow, you got a lot of
right.
I know.
It used to be
Drewski.
It used to be Junk Man or Junk whatever that was, Junkie something, but he changed it to that. So that is it. Shout outs for the time being. Obviously, I've been watching this guy here for a long time. Check out Beer Dad's Beer Reviews. Check out Beer Dad's Beer Reviews.
Cool.
And that's it. Because I can go on and on and on because I got so many freaking so many people I'm subscribed to.
Hey, what did everybody eat tonight? Hold on. What did everybody eat tonight?
Go back and watch it from the beginning, Drewski.
Yeah.
Give Alex and watch
it. I was trying to join on my laptop, and it wouldn't let me fucking join.
You just joined now.
Noodle.
I know.
Nobody ate a raw chicken tonight.
No.
I'm on my phone. Look it. There's my laptop.
He's got
What's up, Legendary Angie? Hi, guys. So, yes, that's it. Let's get back to normal wherever it is.
Yeah. I had homemade chili.
I had
Was it delicious?
I had a pizza and cheesy bread.
Can you see, Drewski? You look like you don't even know what the hell you're looking at.
I kind of do have a lazy eye sometimes.
No, it has nothing to do with all the whiskey.
Like this one right here.
So just to remind you, Drewski, I will be doing a new series starting next Friday. We'll be here with Alex Friday.
My eye on you.
Or come have a drink with Alex Fridays.
Drink with Alex.
Yeah. So,
hey,
but
Thomas, you're a dork. I love you, dude. Hey, what'd you eat tonight, Thomas?
Good old ramen noodles with a fried egg on the top.
Oh, did you get that on spices?
Pretty hot and pretty spicy. Not on
I got some.
Drewski, are you live on your channel again?
No, I don't have any more minutes left. I got an email saying you reached your limit. You can't go
I know
on.
how you like to live stream people's off airs and stuff.
Oh shush it. No, I don't.
All right.
I don't ever like. What are you talking about, dude? I don't ever like.
You've done
What
it
do
like
you
5
mean? I go live, but I don't ever like stream and like share things out or anything.
Oh, by the way, guys, try to get my merch. I forgot to say that. Get my merch on the legislative.
Alex, hold on. Alex, what did you eat tonight?
Pizza. I had a pepperoni pizza and garlic sticks.
And what?
Garlic sticks.
Garlic sticks. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it delicious?
Oh yeah.
Was it New York style? It wasn't like Pizza
Kinda like
Hut
that,
pizza.
yeah.
Was it? It was Pizza Hut pizza?
No, not pizza. No.
Oh, good. It was New York pizza.
So what I was trying to say, check out the merch on the Legendary Beer Man's channel. I got mugs, stickers, and T-shirts. Food Friday. So check that all out if you guys don't have any. I mean, all these peeps do, but if no one else does. Just
Damn, dude, dude, I look like I got a fucking. What's
I don't know
going
why
on
it's-
here?
I don't know why it's-
What's going on here, dude? What's going? Whoa!
Hi.
Hold on! Whoa!
Okay.
We gotta
Okay.
hold this up.
I'm going to be signing.
We gotta hold this up.
So, thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Legendary.
Wow.
Thank you, Legendary Drewski. Thank you, Legendary Eric. This sucks, Beermaster. And we'll see you all in the next live stream, next video. This sucks, Beermaster signing out. See you, everybody. This is Alex Beermaster. Welcome to my channel.